I'm Adam, and I'm here to review Daddy's Home 2. I guess I'll start off by saying that I never saw the first Daddy's Home. Um, I don't get excited for Will Ferrell films. Not to say that I don't like Will Ferrell. I do like Will Ferrell. He's in a bit of films that I actually do like. There's films of his that of course, are regarded as classics like Elf and Zoolander and shit like that. And then there's other movies that critics have essentially given bad reviews to or have shat all over, and I've actually really liked them. And then there's just Will Ferrell movies that are just terrible in my opinion. One thing I could probably say is that I don't think you really need to see the first film to really understand or get anything going on in this one. Again, I never saw the first Daddy's Home, and I wasn't lost at all. If you are a fan of the first Daddy's Home, you'll probably like this one, because I have to imagine it's probably just more of the same shit. Even though I never saw the first one. Last I checked, it had like a 17% on Rotten Tomatoes, and don't think I don't think that it deserves that low of a score. Now, don't get me wrong, that's not to say that I thought this was a good movie at all. I really didn't. But I don't think it's 17% bad. I don't think it's nearly as bad as they're making it out to be. Does the film have moments that made me laugh? Yeah, it did. I won't lie. There were moments in the film that actually did make me laugh a bit. But were there jokes in the film that didn't make me laugh or left me scratching my head? Absolutely. There were tons of jokes that either just didn't hit or just made me scratch my head wondering why would they think that's funny. So there's the jokes in this film are like 50-50. Like some of them land, some of them don't, and some of them are just stupid. Like Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg, they give decent performances. They have good chemistry together. But Mel Gibson and John Lithgow are kind of the reason to watch this movie, in my opinion, because they do have some good moments. They do provide some good comedy. Like the advertisements advertised that John Cena is in the movie, but in the end, it was like he showed up literally like the last 20 minutes of the movie is when he finally shows up, and they give him nothing to work with. So it's not funny. There's nothing really for him. He just kind of seems like he's there. The film has a Christmas theme to it, so if you like Christmas movies, this counts as a Christmas movie, I guess. I don't know if the first one had a Christmas theme to it. I have no idea. Again, I didn't see that one. The movie has a touching ending. The ending is quite heartwarming and very touching, and it's not a bad ending. I actually kind of liked it. Overall, you know, again, there's jokes in it that hit. There's jokes in it that miss. It's not the best thing in the world. To me, it was just a painfully average comedy. It's what I kind of expected it to be, although it wasn't nearly as bad as like Rotten Tomatoes and some critics make it out to be. I don't think. Again, maybe that's because I never saw the first one. I don't know. So overall, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give Daddy's Home 2 a 5 out of 10. Like I said, it's an average comedy. I gotta imagine that if you're a fan of the first Daddy's Home, I gotta assume you'll probably like this one. If you don't like the first Daddy's Home, then you're probably not gonna like this. Again, Will Ferrell, Mark Wahlberg, John Lithgow, Mel Gibson, they all do fine performances. Just unfortunately, they just don't have a whole lot to work with. There are jokes in it that are funny. There are jokes in it that aren't funny. But in the end, again, I think it's painfully average. You'll get some enjoyment out of it. I got a little bit of enjoyment out of it. It didn't bother me. I didn't really feel like I wasted an hour and a half of my life to sit there and watch it. It was an experience that I kind of enjoyed in somewhat, but kind of didn't at the same time. So again, to recap, I give Daddy's Home 2 a 5 out of 10. Just painfully average. That's gonna do it for right now, and I am going to be back with Jim and Andy, The Great Beyond.